Hello everyone, and I'm doing another actual clearance sale view. So yeah, let me just click on this, and since I have some new technology, basically what's happening now is that I have stuff straight being beamed into my freaking laptop courtesy of my new phone. So anyways, let's go with it, shall we? So first things up is you have the freaking Raging Rabbits, and I'm not sure if they actually going to sell these for $1, but they're in the $1 area. So, brr, I mean, are they so sick of? Well, of course, I found a freaking season 3 of Lego, and they actually sold it for just $2. Yeah, they were like so tired of it. So, yeah, interesting. I also saw the Iron Patriot helmet. It's funny. I was on this other aisle after the family was on that occupying the aisle I was in, and basically I heard he's like, "Oh, son, is that American Iron Man?" I was like, "Iron Patriot." Yeah, the dude didn't even respond back. So, yeah, but still, that's just messed up. The fact that they're like, "Oh, this is the American Iron Man." I'm like, "Wow, you're way off. You're close, but way off." Of course, yet again, I have to show you the Megaforce and Smurf. So, if anyone actually knows about these and actually can tell me they're worth buttloads of money, well, I might actually sacrifice a few bit of my money to actually help. Even though I will just, yeah, I will be one of those I already preached about, but still, I wouldn't go super high and actually charge it a big bunch of money. Like I said in the previous video, I would most likely get a whole collection of them, buy them, and then sell them for a lot of money, and then there we go. That's what I'm hoping to do. If they're actually valuable. If they're not valuable, well, eh. Alright, what's next? Yeah, I found a freaking Wispy Walker doll. That was kind of weird. It's close to being Lily. Yeah, if you haven't seen Lily D or Haunting Hour with Really You, you're missing out. He really outdone himself when it came to outgunning freaking Slappy. He did it. He did it in that freaking series. That was great. Okay, next. Yeah, so I had to wait for the kid and all that stuff to pass. So, yeah, while I was in the between aisles, yep, there are lots of Despicable Me's. Lots of them. Oh, there's also a pistol. You also have like some. I think, yeah, that's the Doctor one. Yeah, Doctor Dreadful. I think that actually was in the 90s. I remember the commercial. It was creepy as hell. Yeah, I think that was like the boy version of what's supposed to be like Easy Bake. Yeah, which I do have to admit, it was gross as hell, but hey, it was advertised for kids, and it technically was some gummy bears and stuff like that. That's what you were doing. Just make gummy bear molds and stuff. It still was gross though. Of course, I found Big Hunter Hunting Party for the Xbox 360. If it's worth a buttload of money, make sure you tell me down below, because if it is, I'm going to scoop it up and sell it at least like I'll get my money back, but I'll get then some. I'm not gonna actually be screwing them over saying $100. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But chances are, I think this is a hunting game, and it might actually not be worth anything. But if it is, make sure you tell me down below, because I would like to know, and I'll scoop it up before it just rots there. So one thing to note is that there is a castle playset one. This is actually the big one, but it doesn't seem big, but it actually is the big one, and that actually has been lowered to $20. Hmm, make it $10 and I'll actually maybe buy it. Alright, now the aisle that I was trying to get into. So basically in this aisle you have freaking, whoa, I didn't notice that. You had the girl from Brave. Oh wow, I thought that was just the mermaid. Yeah, so you have the Lego set for the Brave girl. I don't know her name. Olaf. You have a city helicopter. Behind that is some Chima. Behind that is some Ninjago. Yeah, they truly have just made a clearance sale. as you can see. But of course, it's the same price even if it's in the clearance sale, which is kind of like, if you're trying to get rid of it, why not start marking it down when you first put it there? I mean, seriously, don't you want these gone? Don't you want to have clear space? But instead, they just continue on. Well, anyways, I gave a closer look, and now we get to see, yeah, I didn't know. I just only noticed the fact that there was Ariel right there, and there's the one that actually has the replacement bike I might get. Yeah. If you guys haven't heard what happened to the bike previously, watch the previous clearance sale video and you will find out what happened to it. Yep, I actually took a picture of Amiibo, so I'll have something now to actually use to for Amiibo, and wow, yeah. I don't really know. I'm trying to get used to the camera, and it screwed up this picture. It did. I'll admit it screwed up this picture, and I'm showing you this, and I'm like, it looked better on the phone, but shoot. I have to get used to the camera, I guess. And I think that's about it. So why not just stop right here in this nice little picture I took? And I was basically, I think if I didn't do it, I wanted to do it. The fact that down below it'll say bullying is not just for the human race or something. And as you can see, there's two carts that's laying down, and there's three carts right there that's actually seem like they're ganging up on them. So quite funny. And now for the messed up part before I begin with the other thing. So, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the other thing too. So, almost like it will plug that in the back. Wow, that sounds messed up. But hey, whatever. Let's continue on. So, yeah, so this is what happened this time around when we were at Walmart. So, I was getting something. I got something. Most likely, a review will be up, or it's about to be up very soon. And you guys will see what it looked like at the very end. What I'm talking about. Hmm. I'll explain it. Okay, I'll explain it. But anyways, yeah. So I bought my thing. I was in a line for a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a big line. I decided to just go out, scope out, see the few things that I want to snag very, very soon. And then after that, the line basically disappeared. And now all I had to do is just basically wait for a little bit. And then she'll come. And as soon as she came, I said, hey, I'm trying to get this Wii game. So, yeah. So everyone knows now it's a Wii game. So this is what really happened is, so after that we did some shopping for Super Bowl Sunday for supplies, food and stuff. So after that we went to the line, right? And all of a sudden you would think it would be a quote unquote saving grace that, and I'm sorry to say this, but it just has to be said. So a fat black lady, yeah, fat black lady who is kind of like, if you haven't seen the Shonda on Mad TV or haven't seen Peter Griffin making fun of someone who actually works at the phone company or office and he had big nails. Either way, that is exactly what you have here. Is that, so? What's happened is that the fact that she was like, "I'm open up a line, come here, ma'am." Yeah, and the worst part of it all had to be the fact of she wasn't talking to my mom. She actually was talking to the lady behind her. And I was like, that's kind of a diss. So, yeah, so basically, the ma'am who was behind us said, you should go in front of me. So that's what we did. And we unloaded our stuff. Yeah, as soon as we unloaded our stuff, before that, the lady, she's fat as hell. I'm sorry, but dude, she was fat. So what she did was said that, and then she ran away. She actually walked back, right behind us, and did something, and then all of a sudden she's now in front of not community service, customer service, and then she was walking with a friend or coworker to some other place, and we're just still standing there waiting to get our stuff freaking scanned, and here she is basically being like, oh well, I don't have nothing very important to do, so I'm gonna follow you because maybe you need some help. And it's kind of like, what, your friend seems like she's capable of doing it, especially if she put her phone down. So it's kind of like, yeah. So time pass again. Basically, we just allowed the lady who was behind us to go in front of us so she can actually get her stuff. Yeah, and there was lots of people who formed. It was a line that was forming, and guess what? She didn't return. She didn't freaking damn return. I swear, if I, yeah, only thing I had to see was her face, what her freaking hair looked like, and how her physique was. That's all I got to see. I didn't get to see her badge whatsoever. So if I knew what her badge was, I would kind of try to at least say, she was a jerk to us. Straight up. I would straight up say she was a jerk to us. So what we had to do is we didn't go back to the line that we were at first because he now decided to say, well, everyone, I'm sorry, but it's time for me to go. You're the last person. And we were cut out, so we had no choice but to go over there to the other line, which there was a few people who had like a lot of items on there. They had a lot of freaking items, like 20 to 30, or maybe even 50. So it took a long line, a long time, even that. And then finally we got there, we finished up, and we left. And the lady had yet to even return. So yeah, isn't that's really messed up? If I personally, I think that's messed up. Why the hell are you freaking doing that? I mean, if you weren't gonna do crap, or if you freaking have ACDC or some kind of ACDC, wow, ADHD or something, then you shouldn't be working here at all. Because yeah, because then you doing one thing and then all of a sudden you want to do another thing. It's kind of like you told these people, you told the person behind me, you told behind us, you just told her basically you're gonna make a line and then you're gonna open up one, and then all of a sudden you don't come back. You don't do crap. Instead, all you do is just disappear somewhere. Yeah, that kind of sounds like ACDC, well, ADHD to me. So it's kind of like you shouldn't be working here, or at least you should know that you're kind of stupid and not actually faithful enough to actually do this crap. Well, at least do your job, or at least help us out and make a new line opening, a new lane open. But instead, no, she just disappeared with her friend. We saw her friend come back. I would say friend because it seems like they're buddy buddy and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know how girls are. Sorry for any girls who thinks that's offensive, but still, girl power before guys who don't. We don't really have anything power or anything. I mean, we can do stuff, but it's kind of like, but girls are way too more connected than we are. So yeah. So basically, it's kind of like that's just messed up. Really, really messed up. Well, anyways, let me just wrap it up by saying I got this new game and it came with a controller, and I didn't even know it came with a shirt. And I actually went to a basketball game today or last night when while I'm recording this, and I was able to get a shirt. But I grabbed the shirt. I was able to get the shirt when they tossed it, but the shirt was a adult small. Yeah, of course, kind of. I mean, basically, there's a point of where it's like, oh well, they don't have any other shirts. There's no freaking way that they have no other sizes, or you can switch the shirt you got for a better size. You would figure that might be some way to do it. That might be something that they might do. On the other hand, well, I was happy to just give it to the mom who was trying to catch it in the first place, so her daughter could actually wear it. So I guess that's good. That happened to me for the second time. But the worst part is that the first time it happened, that shirt actually could have fit me. This time I was forced to give it up because I wouldn't fit the shirt. That is some messed up bull. Man. Uh, but anyways, this is what I'm thinking about the shirt right here. So I'm gonna do like a review. I'm gonna look at some reviews. I did a review on this game already. Well, unboxing of this. But as for may I open the shirt or won't I open the shirt, it's the messed fact of will it fit me? I mean, if it won't fit me, then I have no choice but to just say, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture of this, just show that I actually did have it, and then I'm gonna just send it to eBay. Yep, I'm just gonna sell it on eBay, get rid of it, and I wonder how much it will cost, but hey, whatever. But it depends on if it fits me or not. If it fits me, hip hip hooray. If it doesn't fit me, ugh. I mean, that's the worst part about everything is the fact of when you get a free shirt, if they don't ask you what size you are, then yeah, it's kind of like the point of that's kind of messed up. I mean, yeah, if you buy the game and all that stuff, and they already have a pre-packaged shirt, there's no knowing that you could fit the shirt or not. I mean, given yes, I could actually be like, oh, well, I have now a collectible shirt, but number one, this cost me $53. That's number one. Number two, I would rather get some of that money back at least because I thought I was gonna spend at least 40 something dollars, maybe 42. So I would like to at least get some of the money back, maybe even then some. And yeah, so these are my finds. This the thing I got was this, and so that wraps up everything. So stay tuned for more clearance sale finds, and I don't know if I'm gonna go to Beach Walmart or not. I don't know because Beach Walmart screwed me over. So, well, anyways, thank you for watching, and have a good Saturday, or have a great Sunday, or at least have a good week. See you soon.